Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like for tonight's NBA slate on Thursday, November the 16th. Now, for tonight guys, we have just a 2-game slate, so I would recommend playing a little bit lighter on NBA tonight. It's only 2 games. There's just not going to be as many props to like when there's only 2 games available. You just don't have as many options on the board. But at the time I'm making this video on Wednesday night, I was able to find 2 early props I did like for this Thursday night slate of NBA games. So we're going to talk through these 2 plays and share why I like them. Before we do get started though, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos and if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up for Prizepicks linked down below in the description. Or when you sign up, make sure to use promo code NOAH. You will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Be sure to check them out if you have not yet. Also, do want to give a quick shout out to Sleeper because we are also partnered up with Sleeper, guys. And if you don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can sign up for Sleeper as well using promo code NOAH. Get your first deposit matched up to $100 over there. Now, if you don't know what Sleeper is, they're an app very similar to Prizepicks, and they're very similar to a lot of these other DFS pick'em apps that you see around the industry. But Sleeper does offer some cool things. They do offer payouts up to 100x. So if you are one of those people that really likes to chase those high payouts, you can make entries with up to 100x payout over on Sleeper. So that's definitely an incentive to sign up to check out those high payout entries you can make. So Sleeper does offer a lot of props. They offer props, with like for NBA, they offer stuff that you can't really take on Prizepicks. So like Sleeper, it's a dynamic payout system. You're able to take props that have like higher, give you high payouts. So like double props, triple props. Like you can take those over on Sleeper and get like some really high payouts. Like you could take 2 guys to get a triple double and it could pay out like 15x just for those 2 picks. Obviously, the reason it pays out 15x is because it's not as likely to hit. But, if you do get the chance, or if you do get the day that those 2 guys, combine for a triple-double, like you could be looking at a really high payout there. So I definitely recommend giving Sleeper a try, guys. It is a little bit different than Prizepicks. They do offer a lot of different props you can take a look at. So check them out, sign up, use that promo code NOAH, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100. But let's go ahead and talk through Prizepicks for today. 2 props I'm liking over on Prizepicks. Again, we have 2 games tonight: Heat and Nets, and then we have OKC, the Thunder, and the Warriors. These 2 games are like one after the other. So the Heat Nets game is at 7:30, and the Warriors Thunder game is at 10. So I really like that. I like having one game after the other. That way you can just you can watch one game at a time. And I do have a play that I like from each game. So let's start off with the Heat and Nets game. Take a look at a PRA prop that I'm liking in this one. And we're going to look at Duncan Robinson's PRA prop of 21.5. And I do like the over here for Duncan Robinson. So more than 21.5 PRA for Duncan. Now, let's take a look at Duncan Robinson's game log. And what I really want to focus on is his last 3 games. You can look at his full season stats, but I don't think his full season stats are pretty relevant for today. I mean, you really got to focus on recent games because their last 3 games have been without Tyler Hero. And Duncan Robinson did start in all 3 of those games. He played 30 minutes against Atlanta, played 39 minutes against San Antonio, and then last game against Charlotte, he played 31 minutes. And if you look at his game log in these games, so against Atlanta, he had he had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, so 16 PRA. In the game against San Antonio, he had 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then in the game against Charlotte, he had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Duncan Robinson, we kind of know him as like sort of a scoring-dependent player. He doesn't do too much else besides shoot the ball. Like he's not a guy that's going to rebound a ton, not a guy that's going to rack up a ton of assists. But lately, he's been rebounding and been getting assists. He had 5 rebounds plus assists in that game against Atlanta. He had 9 rebounds plus assists in that game against San Antonio. And then last game against Charlotte, he had 13 rebounds plus assists. Now, I was looking at all of his props for today. Like his points prop is set at 15.5. His rebounds set at 3.5. All these. I was looking at all these different props. I think my favorite is the PRA. If they had a rebounds plus assist prop of 5.5, I would like that over as well. But Prizepicks just doesn't have that available right now. I feel like if Duncan gets if he goes over his points prop, like if he gets 16 points, I think he's pretty likely to also get 22 PRA because I think he's pretty likely to combine for 6 rebounds and assists. His rebounds line is set at 3.5. I don't think Prizepicks doesn't have an assist prop up for him. I'd assume that line would probably be at 3 or 3.5, something like that. So I like PRA the most for Duncan, but I think a lot of his props look relatively good today. I don't mind taking some of the overs here, but the PRA is the one I like the most. And you look at this matchup against Brooklyn. I think this is a really good spot for Duncan Robinson. So Duncan Robinson, where does he do a lot of his scoring? From behind the three-point line. He is mainly a three-point shooter. If you look at the 3 games he has started over their last 3 games, he's taken 15, 16, and 13 shots. 10, 7, and 10 of those shots have come from behind the three-point line. So he's taken pretty much half of his shots I feel like this season are probably from 3. I don't have the exact numbers, but if I had to guess, I would assume that Duncan's taken like half of his shots from 3. And who is allowing the most 3-point attempts per game this season? That would be the Brooklyn Nets, the team they're facing. Brooklyn has been a team that's been vulnerable behind the three-point line. They're allowing over 40 3-point attempts per game. They're allowing the most 3-point attempts per game in the league. They're allowing teams to shoot relatively high from 3. Teams are shooting, let's see, where is Brooklyn at? Oh, okay, so teams actually are not shooting super high from 3. They're only shooting 33% from 3 against Brooklyn. But Brooklyn is giving up a lot of 3-point attempts. They're giving up in terms of 3-pointers made, they're giving up the, let's see, 7th most 3-pointers made per game. And that's where Duncan Robinson, he's going to do a lot of his scoring is from behind the 3-point line. So this should definitely be a spot where Duncan's able to get up a lot of 3-point attempts. He should be able to score in this matchup. And lately he's been rebounding and getting assists. Now, I don't know if that will continue, but over their last 2 games, Duncan is second on the team in potential assists, averaging 8.5 potential assists over their last 2 games. And he's also second on the team in rebound chances, 10.5 rebound chances over their last 2 games. So Duncan's been rebounding and getting assists lately to go along with the scoring. The minutes have been great, in these last 3 games. I think that's only going to continue while Tyler Hero is out. Now, I do want to mention that the Heat will be getting back Caleb Martin for this game, but Caleb Martin has not played since the beginning of the season. Caleb Martin played on October 25th, which I think was literally the first night of the season. He played 20 minutes. He hasn't played since. So Caleb Martin's been out for almost a month. I would assume, even though he's playing today, he's probably going to be limited. I would expect him to play like 15, 20 minutes. I'm not really worried about Caleb Martin eating into Duncan Robinson's minutes. I think he'll probably eat into maybe Kevin Love and Jaime Jaquez Jr.'s minutes. I think Duncan's pretty secure for 30-plus minutes here, and he should continue to have a pretty good offensive role while Tyler Hero is out. I mean, they need scoring, and Duncan can provide that. He is kind of like a streaky shooter. Some nights he can be cold from behind the arc, and some nights he can get really hot. He's been shooting the ball well lately. I'm hoping that continues. I think this is a matchup that does set up well for Duncan, just with how much Brooklyn has been giving up 3-point attempts this season. So more than 21.5 PRA for Duncan Robinson is the first play I like for tonight. And then the other play I like to pair with that in the next game, the Warriors and Thunder game, we're going to look at Andrew Wiggins' rebounds prop of 4.5, and I like the over here as well. So more than 4.5 rebounds for Andrew Wiggins. Now, if you look at Andrew Wiggins' game log lately, he has gone over this line, I think, in 7 or 6 out of his last 7 games. I'm going to pull up his game log just to confirm that. But over his last 7 games, he's had at least 5 rebounds in 6 out of their last 7 games. The one game he did not get 5 rebounds against Minnesota, he had 4, and he only played 25.5 minutes in that game. Now, if you look at Wiggins' minutes this season, he is not playing as many minutes as he did last season. He has yet to get 30 minutes in a game this season. He's averaging about 26 minutes per game. But I think we could see this be a spot where he finally gets over 30 minutes. I thought that would be the case last game against Minnesota because Draymond Green got ejected, Klay Thompson got ejected. Wiggins still only played 27.5 minutes in that game, but he did grab 7 rebounds in those 27.5 minutes, and he has been a relatively good rebounder, throughout his career. He's been a good rebounder, kind of this season. I mean, he's averaging 4 rebounds per game on only 26 minutes per game. You would think without Draymond Green, we will see Wiggins be able to potentially grab more rebounds. Draymond is suspended for the Warriors' next 5 games, so Draymond's going to be out. They don't have Steph Curry either. I do worry a little bit about blowout risk potentially, but Golden State is playing at home in this game. It's only a 2.5 point spread, so Vegas is expecting this game to be competitive. Without Draymond and without Steph, I do worry about this Warriors team getting blown out. But Vegas, they think this game's going to be close, and if this game is close, I think we will get around 30 minutes from Wiggins. I don't know if we'll get over 30. He hasn't played over 30 minutes yet this season. But even if he plays 26 to 28 minutes, he has been able to grab 5 rebounds in 26, 28 minutes in a lot of games this season. If you look at the games where he's played at least 26 minutes, he had 5 rebounds, he had 1 rebound, 5, 0, and then he had, 5, 5, 6, 5. So he's been getting more rebounds lately I think for the whole season, I want to say he's over this line in like 8 out of his 12 games this season. Let's see. Yeah, I think 8 or 7 out of 12 games this season, he's had at least 5 rebounds. And again, as of late, he's been rebounding a lot more. Last game, if you look at the rebound chances, obviously Draymond, was suspended or got ejected, so he didn't really even play. Last game, Wiggins was 4th on the team in rebound chances. He did have 10 rebound chances last game. Brandon Podziemski, I don't think he's really even been in the rotation this season, but he randomly came out of nowhere, played 39 minutes. He did have 16 rebound chances in those 39 minutes. Looney had 15 rebound chances. Dario Saric had 14, and then again, Wiggins had 10 rebound chances in only 27.5 minutes. Even if we get 26, 28 minutes from Wiggins, I like his chances of grabbing 5 rebounds. If this is finally the game where he plays over 30 minutes, then I feel really good about him grabbing 5.5 rebounds. I want to say Wiggins averaged 6 rebounds per game last season. His rebounding numbers have been down this year, but that's probably just because his minutes have been down. He's not looked great this season. He's not played that well, but without Draymond Green right now, without Steph Curry, this Warriors team is shorthanded. Steve Kerr, he'll play a lot of guys off his bench, but I think he's probably going to have to lean into his starters a little bit more. Maybe this is the game that Wiggins finally gets over 30 minutes. More than 4.5 rebounds, though, for Wiggins is a prop that I do like for tonight. And these are the 2 props that I like for Thursday night's NBA slate. Again, guys, it is just a 2-game slate. I would recommend playing a little bit lighter tonight. There's just not as many props to like on a slate like this when there's only 2 games. We do have a really good Thursday night football game tonight, Ravens and Bengals. I did already post a video that a Prizepicks video giving out some props I liked for that Thursday night football game. So if you guys want to check out that video, it is already posted up on the channel. You can check that out if you are interested. But hopefully we can hit both these plays for Thursday night. Wednesday night was very frustrating for us. We took 2 props Wednesday night. We took Luka Doncic over 52 fantasy score. Took that line at 52. Kyrie Irving got ruled out. Luka's line got bumped up all the way to 59, and he still went under his fantasy score of 52. If you told me before the slate started I was going to get Luka Doncic at 52 fantasy score against the Wizards without Kyrie Irving, I would have took that in a heartbeat. I would have loved that play, and I did love that play. But I think the Wizards, they didn't even keep the game competitive. Luka did come back in the 4th quarter, but it was kind of a blowout. He didn't really get his full allotment of minutes. He didn't play super well either. And then we took Dennis Schroeder over points plus assists, and Schroeder just had a horrible game. It was looking like a blowout in that game. The Raptors wound up coming back a little bit, but go figure. The Raptors get blown out against the Bucks, who were without Giannis on Wednesday night. It was just a really weird night. The Luka not going over his fantasy score after Kyrie got ruled out, that was just beyond me. But it is what it is. We move on to Thursday slate. Hopefully we can hit both these props for Thursday night, guys. But again, appreciate you guys watching the videos, supporting the content. Hit that like button down below if you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, guys, be sure to go check out Prizepicks. If you don't have an account on Prizepicks yet, sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH. Get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But that's all I got for tonight, guys. Again, good luck, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.